You have overflowing blessing when you live in agreement with God and you live in agreement with his word. Why? Philemon chapter 1 verse 14 says, the Lord will not do anything without your mind. But without your consent, I wanted to do nothing, that your good deed might not be by compulsion, as it were, but voluntarily. God is not, the Holy Spirit and the Spirit of God is not like the spirit of the devil that just possesses you and make you roll on the ground and push you to do what you do not want to do. Push you in fire. Push you in trouble. No. The Spirit of God always works with your conscience, with your mind. That is why your agreement is important. Your mind is important. If your mind is not living in agreement with what God is saying or what God is doing, you will discover you are not going far. Most people are not living in agreement with themselves. God is speaking a word, and when you are not living in agreement, the blessing will not come to pass. That was why in Genesis chapter 45, verse 24, Joseph said, make sure you do not argue on the way, because when you argue on the way, you argue out your blessing. You argue out your blessing. Most people are living in disagreement and in disunity. And when you live in disagreement with the belief of the church, with the agreement of your husband or somebody that you are working very closely with, the blessing of God will not stay in your life. Even when they pray for you, the blessing will not land, because you are walking in disunity. You have to walk in agreement for the blessing of God to overflow in your life. You have to walk in agreement. Otherwise, the blessing will not overflow. A lot of people are struggling with themselves because they are not walking in agreement. Do you know that you cannot even settle a quarrel if you are not walking in agreement? Somebody must admit to say sorry. And if you have your own way and the other person is holding his own way, there is no way you can come together. Luke chapter 17, verse 11 or 11:17. He said, a house that is divided against itself. But he, knowing their thoughts, read this, said to them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to what? Another word for desolation is poverty. Anybody that is fighting himself will be ruined. That's what he's saying. Anybody that is fighting himself will be ruined. Even if an animal is fighting himself, that animal will be destroyed. You cannot be fighting yourself, fighting your progress, and at the same time come to church and pray for progress. You can't be fighting. You can't fight something at the same time secretly be desiring it. You have to make sure that you are living in agreement with whatever you believe that is working for you. Live in agreement of the Spirit. Verse 18. Put on verse 18. If Satan also, even Satan, if he's divided against himself, how will his kingdom stand? The Bible is saying the kingdom of Satan is standing today, and that's how Satan is famous. Because even demons, they work in agreement. Demons, yes, sir. Even demon. And what Jesus is saying here is that don't allow demon to be wiser than you. Don't allow a demon to be wiser than you. Walk in agreement with God. Walk in agreement with his word. If you are not walking in agreement, it does not matter how many anointing oil they put on you. If your spirit is walking in disagreement, there's no way you are going to be blessed.